Be stupid.
Hello. Did you what?
I said be stupid.
Oh, I thought you said hey stupid. I was like, that is not how you address your followers.
No, it's how I
Or
address
me.
you.
No, don't address me like that.
It's how I address my brothers.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes,
No.
the son. Great start.
Anyways, yeah. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Tyler and your boy Jonah.
Heck
And we're
yeah.
and we're here and I'm sort of here. I'm very tired.
No, he's not. He's lying to you. He's just high.
I'm not high. I can say the alphabet backwards.
That's impressive just on its own.
Hold on.
You're gonna look it up, aren't you?
No.
I can hear your keys.
I know, but I'm not looking up what you think I'm looking up.
What are you looking up? Jonah?
Hold on.
You have to show me
Okay.
your screen
Okay.
now.
Listen. I can say the alphabet backwards.
Show me your screen now.
Tabalpa. Tabalpa. Tabalpa.
Yeah, he's high.
Tabalpa. It's alphabet backwards. Tabalpa.
Why do I put up with you?
No. But anyways, I went on a beautiful, beautiful hike in the Smoky Mountains yesterday and then didn't sleep much. So I'm just kind of I'm vibing. I'm vibing.
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
great.
Tyler, I forgot to tell you. I went and
What?
saw The Batman last night too.
The Batman?
The Batman.
How was it?
It was good. It was actually really, really good. And the critics were not wrong. There were I'm kidding. I'm not kidding you. A lot of reviews actually gave it a 10 out of 10, which is
Wow.
wild. Like it was really, really good, and I think it was fantastic. I think it was a fantastic movie.
I haven't seen too much about it.
It's dark. Uh, did you see
The
like
Dark Knight.
did you see the Dark Knight trilogy? Like
Maybe.
Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, The Dark Knight Rises.
I think I saw one of those.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember which one it
Well,
was.
some people thought those movies were kind of dark, and this just kind of
Yeah.
is like no,
Icing
no.
on
We'll
the
show you
cake.
what we'll show you kind of what how dark Batman could be. It
I
was
mean,
just
he's just kind of a dark character,
yes,
though.
and they
That's
very
just who he is.
but they portrayed that beautifully in
Nice.
this. Like if you watch like Justice League or
Yeah.
Batman versus Superman, Ben
Hmm.
Affleck is the actor for that one, and
Yeah.
like the whole time he's not really like super melancholy or dark. He's honestly pretty lighthearted and has like I don't know. He's just like
There.
yeah, he's
He's
there
just
and
there, honestly.
he's there, but he's like not he's not super dark or
Yeah.
mysterious necessarily. He's honestly kind of lighthearted and he's just kind of like rolling with it. But this is very much like, you know, almost like borderline sociopath in a way.
Oh,
Which
wow.
is wild. So it's definitely dark, but uh really good, really really good movie. And it's not saying that he's necessarily like that he's like evil in it, but
Yeah.
you kind of have to think about it like,
Yeah.
like is he like it makes you think about what it means to be a hero. Like is he really a hero or you know. So
Yeah.
but
Wow.
everything from the visuals to the scenes to the music, I mean, the plot, it was all very very well done. And the whole movie just kept this very like this intensity to it. And it's a 3-hour movie.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
a 3-hour movie
Holy
and
crap.
it was phenomenal. So they did a very good job of doing
At
all
least
of
it
that.
was good for a movie that's 3 hours long. It has to be good.
Oh yeah, for sure,
Yeah,
absolutely. But yeah, it was good. So
nice.
I would recommend.
Okay, I'll see if I can find time at some point,
Okay.
which is hard to do.
Yeah.
So today's topic is hobbies that we have.
Woo.
This might be two parts to this.
Yeah, we got a lot.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Hmm. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to?
Oh, I feel like you should go first.
Do
You're
you have
probably
to think about yours?
yes, right, exactly.
Hmm.
And you might say something. I'll be like, oh yeah, or somehow relate to it. I don't know, but
Yes. So I will go into things that we've already talked about in the past videos. The first one being coffee. That's the big one.
honestly, if Tyler was to give up all his hobbies but one, he would probably pick coffee.
That would be very tough to do.
He would probably pick coffee
I
to keep.
honestly don't know. I would have to think long and hard about
Oh
that,
yeah.
dude.
Oh yeah.
Because I also have to think of like how much money would I make off of every single hobby that I
Coffee.
have.
Just turn coffee into somehow. Open a coffee shop, Tyler.
No, that's too much work.
Sell everything and open a coffee shop.
Do you know how expensive that would be?
Pretty expensive.
Exactly. And I'm not gonna do that. I
Listen,
don't have
you're
the money for
already
that.
in debt. You might as well just go for it.
That's not how that works.
I don't
You
know.
shouldn't
I
go
keep
into
going.
more
I keep
debt.
coming back to school and digging myself in more debt. So like, I don't know.
Yeah, I chose to get out of that. But yeah, if you go back into what 2, 3 videos ago, about Dr. Pepper and coffee, I
yes.
explain how I got into all that, and yeah, I'll probably link it at the end of this video.
Woo.
Um, I have
Wait,
a
video.
yes,
Oh yes. I'm sorry. I always forget like when I think about because we're doing a podcast, I'm like, oh,
yeah,
it's like audio because I like listen to podcasts a lot on Spotify, but ours is
I
on
do
YouTube,
too.
so it's a video, and I always forget that. I'm like, oh wait.
Yeah, I know. I do the exact same thing. Um, my next hobby is anything sharp, like like knives, swords,
Cheddar.
machetes. No, not cheddar,
Sharp
not
cheddar?
cheese.
You get it? Sharp
No,
cheddar?
I hate you.
Okay.
But like knives, swords, machetes, tontos. Um, I've lost. I don't know what else, but
Scissors?
no, get
No,
those
not
out of here.
scissors. You don't
Get
like
those out of here.
what?
I don't collect scissors.
Oh, I mean, you don't collect them, but like you're like, ooh, scissors, sharp. I'm pretty sure you've
No,
done that before. I'm pretty sure you've been like, ooh, scissors, sharp.
I wouldn't be surprised, but like one late night probably,
It probably was.
sometime after 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
That I wouldn't
exactly.
be surprised about. But I pretty much got into knives a time ago with my grandpa. He's always had a knife with him, and I just kind of grew up with that. And he would take me to like gun shows and stuff like that, and he would buy me a knife every so often. And he pretty much showed me how to use it and everything. And I was in Boy Scouts for a while, and we learned how to handle knives and stuff as well. So I kind of just grew up with knives and stuff like that around me, learning how to use them. Um, and then guns is another thing that I I enjoy a lot. Um, Again, my grandpa got me into those. The first time I learned to shoot, I think I was like 14 or something like that, maybe 15. Um, and we went out to my uncle's farm on like Thanksgiving or something like that. And he brought his guns and stuff, and he taught me to shoot with this 22 um, pistol. Um, and I just went up to like 9 millimeter, and I enjoyed the kickback and learning how to control it. And we would always have like a contest to see who can shoot the best. And I there was one time it was me. I don't remember if it was me and my grandpa or me and my uncle, but I was like one shot off of being tied with him. Um, and yeah, there's just a big range of like guns that you can get and stuff like that. And they don't operate the same and stuff, and it's learning how to operate it and different feelings of the gun and stuff like that. It's just enjoyable for me. And there's a lot of things you can do with it. You can do skeet with shotguns and stuff like that. You can hunt and um, protection, all that type of stuff. Um, I like tech a little bit, not as much as Jonah does though.
Call me out like that.
Uh, yeah, I'm calling you out a little bit.
Oof. It's not
um,
a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all.
no, it's not. It's just
Yeah,
expensive.
it is. Oh gosh.
um,
Oh gosh, yes.
I don't even know what my expensive hobby is
Oh, I do.
because all of my hobbies are
Oh,
expensive.
that's fair. I
I
was like, I could easily think of three.
just three of them. Um, but yeah, I enjoy watching uh, how to like build computers and stuff like that, and like the old GB stuff, all on it, make it look so clean.
Oh yeah.
Um, and looking at my setup now, I have a external monitor connected to a MacBook, and then I have a soundboard connected to that, and I have a soundboard at my feet, a guitar one connected to my soundboard, connected to my PC.
That's great.
Yeah. So my next one is music
Woo.
and the tech that goes along with it. I used to be really big about music a long time ago. And that's kind of slowed down a
I was
lot.
like, that wasn't that long ago.
I mean, it's slowed even when I went to school for it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was just slowly going down, mainly because, well, piano kind of just shot it all down. Um,
Yeah.
I, yeah, that's a whole thing. Um, and my love for music just kind of slowed down a bunch. Like, I even wrote a song which will come out hopefully this year for
Woo.
like recording and stuff. Um, I know someone that can sing around here, so I need to ask them about that at some point. Um,
Hey, would you like to be in my thong?
what?
In my thong. I'm sorry, I said that and that sounds so bad.
Oh my
I said
gosh.
song, but I held my tongue when I said song, and it sounded really bad.
That sounded so bad.
I'm so sorry.
Oh
I'm
boy.
so sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna move on.
I said
Hmm.
song, but I held my tongue. Like when I say it, when I hold my tongue, it's like thong.
Oh boy. And
I
how
realized
I
after I said it, I'm like, that's kind of bad, bro. I did not mean for it to
yeah,
sound like that. But
yeah.
okay. Anyways.
So how I got into music, I really have no idea how. Like no one that I know of from my family plays any type of music besides my grandpa that I don't see a whole lot. He used to play the guitar a long time ago. And I got connected with this guy in town that would teach me to do guitar and studio work and writing music and stuff like that, and we became really good friends. Um, and he was the one that got me into the church and play on stage and stuff with him. And I've been going to that church for a while until I moved. Um, and it just slowly got less and less when I moved off to school and stuff. Um, and my next hobby, I have a lot. Okay, um, is like truck stuff, car stuff. Probably the most expensive one out of all of this, most likely. Um, I have plans for my truck to do, and a lot of people that don't understand trucks will probably hate me for doing so. But hey, who cares? It's my truck, and I can do what I want with it.
Yeah.
Um, but that's honestly probably the most expensive one out of all of them because I was looking at suspension, wheels, and tires for my truck today, and it's like $1,000 just for the rims, another 1,000 for the tires, and then another 1,000 for the suspension.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and that's only three out of I don't even know how what other stuff I want to do to it. But those are the most expensive things that I have a hobby for, and oh boy, is it expensive.
Oh yeah.
And there's a lot of bills that I want to do. Um, but money and space is a big thing.
Yeah.
What other hobbies do I have? Gaming, that's it. That's the other
There we go.
one. As I just bought like two games like a couple weeks ago.
Right.
Um, I was just born around playing games. Like my dad would always play games when we were kids and stuff. And my brother, he plays games a lot. He actually went into school for a little bit about like game development or something like that.
Mm.
Um, and um, it just kind of we just always had like a PlayStation in the house, and we would always continue to buy games and stuff. And I would always go like across the street and play like Black Ops 2 or like Modern Warfare or something like that. So much fun. Um, and really just doing anything with my hands, like walking outside and stuff like that, I guess be considered a hobby. Um, just making anything with my hands and making things walk with what I have is just something that's really cool. Um, I think that's most of the hobbies that I have. How would you consider a hobby though? Like what would you consider it?
I would say a hobby is anything you do for yourself that you do because simply because you enjoy it, I guess. I don't know. Something like that, like an activity or just something that you're particularly interested in that you like, you're not provoked in any way to pursue that thing. It's just like you do it because you enjoy it, not because you have to or because somebody tells you
Well, when it comes to like call stuff,
to.
it always provokes me.
Well, okay.
Most of the time it
I mean,
provokes me.
the
I
cars. I
enjoy
mean, the
it.
cars do not
Yeah,
like people. You know.
yeah.
Um. But yeah. All right, my turn.
I guess so. I
Uh,
don't know. Lighting.
ah.
Lighting is a big thing for me. I enjoy aesthetically pleasing lighting so much.
Oh yeah.
It's a big thing for me. I really want to like when I get like my own place and stuff, like not in an apartment and stuff. I'm gonna have a studio for myself, and I'm gonna have backlighting. I'm gonna have all this lighting aesthetically pleasing, looking really nice.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Oh
be
yeah.
awesome. Yes.
Yeah. You know how I am about that too.
Oh yes.
Yes. Anyways, I guess it's my turn. So you guys will probably hear some similar things because me and Tyler are we're similar in a
Yeah.
lot of ways. Uh,
We are one and the same.
uh, sort of.
Close enough.
Yeah. Uh, let's see here. Yeah, Dr. Pepper for me. Like he
Oh
mentioned
yeah.
the coffee in the Dr. Pepper episode. Yeah, I love Dr. Pepper. It's so good. Um, I drink it almost every day, which isn't the most healthy thing, but it's okay.
Oh well.
Tyler says drinking a Pepsi.
Yeah. Not
But
sponsored.
yes, sponsor us, Pepsi. Anyways, um, I
Wait, hang on. Why are we on the topic of Pepsi? There's a new flavor out, and
a
the
new
flavor is called Space.
a Pepsi flavor called Space.
It's not called Space. It's called. Hang on. I have to dig it out of the trash.
Hold it.
It's called Starlight.
Starlight.
Yes, and
Pepsi
the
Starlight.
yeah, no, Coke Starlight. Never
Oh,
mind.
oh,
That's what it is.
it's like
Coke
it's
Starlight.
like I've never heard of Pepsi doing a different flavor like ever, except
Yeah,
maybe
it's
like
Coke. It's
cherry.
Coke.
Okay,
It's Coke. I we me and my family were talking about that today.
interesting.
But it says the flavor of space.
That's weird.
It's very weird.
How'd it
And
taste?
when I first took a drink of it, I was
Yeah.
like, this isn't bad. Like, this might be my favorite Coke. But as I started to drink it, it got worse and worse.
So
And
just like normal Coke.
yeah. Um, but it has like this
Oh,
fruit taste to it, this
okay.
like fruity taste to it. And
They put
it
fruity pebbles in
tastes,
it.
that would be interesting. Um,
They put a piece of the moon in it.
when you open it, stars come out of it.
Oh my gosh.
But it tastes like a certain drink from my childhood, but I can't remember what drink it is. It's extremely weird, and the aftertaste though is not good.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah,
I hate soda with bad aftertaste.
I
It's
would say try it though because it's very interesting. Um, because it's just something that's very weird and intricate. That's just like, what is happening?
right. What is going on here?
Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt. Back to you.
Yeah,
It's
you're
just
good.
something that had to be
You're
said.
good. um, Tyler said he's into sharp things like knives and
Oh yeah.
into guns, and that's not. I'm not. I've shot a gun maybe 3 times in my life. Like I didn't grow up around them. It was not. It just just wasn't something. Um, gosh, I also love cars. I love honestly working on them. I'm not the biggest guy, so it's not always easy for me to work on them. not
Yeah,
that not
I'm a
that car
fairly
work is
big guy.
easy for anybody,
No.
but my best friend back home has 3 old cars, older, but his newest his oh well, I shouldn't say newest, but his uh closest to present time when it was manufactured car is an '04
Oh
Jaguar.
wow.
Um, gosh, can't remember. Uh,
Hmm.
maybe I can't remember which one.
How many
Okay,
are there?
it's an XJ Plus, but it's a hefty boy at like 3,800 pounds, but it's got like 290 horsepower.
Okay.
So It's up there. Naturally aspirated V6 or no V8 maybe. Yeah, it's V8. So, but
Really?
it's like the smoothest thing in the world. It's his like day car, like his
His daily.
daily driver. Yeah. So, then he has a 1981 Fiat 124 Spider.
Ooh.
It's convertible.
Okay.
Beautiful car. He's almost completely fully restored the entire thing except for the body. Um, but it looks amazing. The engine work to it, it just whew. I mean, he made this thing look beautiful. And now he's working on a sort of race car.
What?
It's a 1977 Lancia Scorpion. If you've never heard of Lancia, you probably don't know much about cars. Uh, but Lancia was back in the 80s and 70s. They were really big in rally racing, and they were like probably the top for a lot of rally racing. And uh, they started they got bought out by I think Fiat actually, and so they kind of shut down for a
Hmm.
while. They still are technically a company, but they don't make any cars that they used to, and you just don't see them around. But anyways, back on topic. Sorry, that was a whole thing. But back on topic. He has a '77 Lancia Scorpion. It's a rear wheel drive, uh, mid engine,
Okay.
uh, two seater, and it's tiny. And anyways, the original engine that was in it was a four cylinder that could produce 86 horsepower. And now he's working on it so that he can put an Alfa Romeo V6 in it.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So it's pretty much going to be like a race car and could produce possibly more than 300 horsepower,
Nice.
and it weighs like nothing. It weighs almost, gosh, I want to say 2,200 pounds, if that.
Hmm.
It's tiny. But anyways,
Okay.
so I've spent a lot of time around him, helping him with the cars and stuff, and his knowledge of cars is just so vast and beyond anything that I could ever imagine. But he follows all the Italian cars, racing, like all that stuff. Just he knows an incredible amount. But I was originally going to be a mechanical engineer, and I love engines. I love the way that things work and learning about things. So that in itself is kind of a hobby, is just understanding how things work and using that knowledge to create things or to fix problems that come up uh, for other people. So you know
Yeah.
that's something I love to do. Then we have one of the bigger ones, which is tech, tech and gaming, I guess. Um, but more tech than gaming. Gaming. I like the game, but uh, tech is probably the big one for me. I like to keep up with new products that are out, whether it's phones, gaming systems, PC parts, the whole thing. But I built my own PC. I could tell you every part of it. I could probably tell you most of the numbers that go along with them, and probably use terms that most people would not even understand.
Yeah. I've
So
been there.
yeah, this it's I don't know why, but I love seeing the numbers and understanding um, the difference in between things. And part of that is because I've built my own PC, and it's phenomenal. But because I built my own PC, I did a lot of research on the parts and ended up just being really interested in it. And I absolutely enjoyed building it, putting it together, doing the budgeting, all of it. Like, just something I absolutely love to do. Uh, and now that I have a gaming PC, I game with it because I enjoy gaming.
Obviously, it's
Um,
a gaming PC, so why not?
Gaming for me though, as a hobby, started when I was 5 years old. Um, and my parents, for my fifth birthday, got me a Game Boy
Oh
Advance, and yeah, it was dope, and I loved it. And then, in less than a year, it broke. Um,
no.
yeah, rip. And then they got me a Nintendo DS Lite,
Okay.
and it was great. And that thing lasted me forever. And believe it or not, I'm pretty sure it's still back home,
Huh.
and it's almost works right. So the only problem is that the top screen, like when you turn it on, like the top screen is like the colors don't work correctly, and then
uh,
like everything comes up slowly. Like when you do something, the game or the rendering of it like happens slowly. Like
hmm,
the game is still at normal speed, like it's supposed to be,
yeah.
but it doesn't render on the top screen like at normal speed, which is annoying. So the good thing,
I
sorry, the
I
good.
I I started playing on the PlayStation 1.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
That
See,
was fun.
yeah, I grew up on the Nintendo Wii as well, so I had ideas
Yes.
and Nintendo Wii, and so for a majority of my life, I was pretty much on the Nintendo road. I, my parents didn't want to get me an Xbox or a PlayStation. I don't know why, but they didn't. I think they liked the family aspect of the Wii, so
Uh,
they got that and then just kind of stuck with it. Um, but it was great. It was good. Also, my dad grew up on Nintendo and like the 64 and all that, so he was like probably, I don't want to say biased, but he just was like, "Oh yeah, I've had a Nintendo, so I'll get them a Nintendo." Like it
yep.
makes sense. So, um, but yeah, so from there, for a long time, I got
It's
in.
pouring outside right now.
Oh, okay. You were looking around, and I was really confused. I was
Yeah,
like,
I was trying to
"You
figure out what
good,
that
bro?"
was for a second.
But yeah, so it took me a while to get into anything beyond uh, playing the Wii or playing other stuff. Ironically, um, like I was so into the Nintendo stuff, like the next thing like after that was like mobile gaming. And we're not talking like mobile gaming like today. We're talking like iPhone 4 playing
Oh,
playing World of Tanks Blitz, bro.
oh
And
boy.
I still will play that game today.
Yes,
I
yes, you
still
will.
will. I still enjoy playing that game. It's so good. But
That checks out.
yep, but anyways, I played that game. It was great. And then I got a computer for, and this was like a cheap laptop, for high school when we were getting ready to go into high school. And I played some games, like really low quality games on there, for a while. And I was like, there's a lot of really cool games out there that you can play on PC, but I can't play them because I have a crappy laptop. So then I purchased a desktop from somebody, that had the the 750 Ti that I still have.
Oh yeah.
So that's a graphics card for those of you who don't know. But I had a good enough desktop that I could actually play um, decent games, and it was great, and I loved it. And this was like, by the way, this was like my junior. No, this is maybe actually it might have been early junior year for me. So,
Hmm.
um, but yeah, I had this desktop, and I was like, so this desktop was in like a really like old boxy looking case, and I was like, well, this is kind of dumb. I want like a nice case. And from there, it went to okay, I'm gonna try and get a new case. Well, based on the way and the time in which this uh, computer was built, if I got a new a new case, then I would have to get a new motherboard. And if I got a new motherboard, I would have to get a new processor. And if I got a new motherboard, I would have to get new RAM. And the list just started going on and on. And I was like, oh, but I committed to it. And
Oh my
I
god.
saved up over time, over a significant period of time, actually. I saved up enough money and like slowly bought parts for my computer. Um, and actually, the some of the parts from that original computer are still in my computer
Oh
now.
wow.
But like the power supply, um, some of the RAM, and the processor are all from like the original computer that I first built, like my first computer that I built. Um,
Okay.
and the other stuff is um, I still have, like I still have it, and I could. I honestly, I have a motherboard I need to sell. So if anybody's in the market for an Asus Z370 motherboard, let me know. But anyways, so progressively, I did the research, bought the stuff, um, but I ended when I like researched all these computer parts, it just caught my interest, and so I just started doing like comparisons and tests, and figuring out what is the best thing for me, like as I'm buying this stuff, like what are the best parts, like what can I afford, what is like across brands, what is the best. So it it was a developing thing. But now because I did that, I have like a lot of knowledge about it. So the whole like wanting to do more gaming and wanting to learn about tech kind of like went into a cycle of where like you both kept fueling the other one in a way. So, but yeah. So, gosh, what other yeah, we're almost at 40 minutes, but I don't really have much else. Food. I just love eating food, not making it. Making food is not a hobby. I am a terrible cook. Um, Tyler's dying, but I love eating food. Food.
Dude, that hits home.
you, I am
Mm,
always down to go. Well, I shouldn't say always, but most of the time, I am down to go out and eat as long as I have money
yeah.
for it. A lot of times I don't, and so if somebody's like, "Hey, you want to go out and eat?" I'm like, I'm broke, but
Let me check my bank
later.
account.
Yeah. So food is a good one, um, and I like to write poems. That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a new thing I learned today.
he didn't know. I swear I've talked to him about it before, but I
I
guess
highly doubt it.
I guess not. Oh, and I love uh Christian rap. I like listening to Christian rap a whole bunch. Like, there's probably
all the time.
like if I'm being honest, there's not that many people out there that are as interested or like devoted, I guess, to following Christian rap
Yeah.
as I am. I'm not discrediting people that listen to this and are like absolutely obsessed with it. Like, because I do know people that are like that, but um me I am one of those people. So it's just I'm super into it. And
Yeah, I listen to it when I'm at the gym, and that's about it.
on my Christian rap playlist, and this isn't me going and just taking an album from Christian hip hop artists and just sticking the whole album into a a playlist. This is me. I have listened in this playlist that I've made to every one of these songs and said, this is a song that I like. This playlist that I've made is currently at 799 songs. So, and
Oh
it's
my
all Christian
gosh.
rap. It's all Christian rap. So, that is a hobby for sure. Um, but yeah, I think that's probably it for hobbies. So yeah,
Yeah, we have a lot.
yes, that we do have a lot, and I'm sure there's more if I could think of them
Working
right
out,
now.
that's another one for me.
Yes. Oh,
How did I
I don't
forget
know.
about
I
that?
don't know how. We might have to have a part two, if we think of anything else. But I think for the most part, that's it.
What's thinking?
What
What's thinking?
thinking?
Yeah, what is it?
What do you mean?
You said if we think of anything else. What do you mean? I don't think.
Oh, if we do anything else, I guess. Yeah.
There you go. Much
Yeah.
better.
There we go. Oh, but yeah. Anyways, um, thank you all for your time. We appreciate it. We're gonna get up out of here. Uh, it's been beautiful where I'm at. So if it's
It's
I mean,
pouring down right
it'll.
now.
Well, it's we're supposed to get some of that tomorrow. So, but anyways, in a week and a half when this comes out, if you all, uh, if it's nice out, go have a good time outside. Go
Oh
go
yes.
enjoy life outside in the warm spring as it rolls in. Anyways, we'll see y'all later. Peace
See
out.
ya.